I'm Dr. Linda Yeuh. I'm an economist and I'm an author. My latest book is The Great Economists: How Their Ideas Can Help Us Today. Now, the reasoning behind my economic forecast for the next year, next 4 quarters, is really premised on where we are in the current business cycle. So in other words, we are in the middle of a slowdown. So this is not just us, it's actually globally. So in this part of the cycle, you really see risks appearing as to when a slowdown might become a recession, which is technically 2 consecutive quarters, 6 months of negative GDP, where the economy is shrinking. Now, the UK in 2019 has had a negative quarter and fairly weak growth, but that's consistent with where we are in the cycle. So looking ahead, most of the forecasts, and I'm looking at consensus forecasts centered around the Bank of England and the OECD and others, is that you begin to come out of this slowdown probably towards the spring and possibly slightly later in 2020. Now, that's helped by, hopefully, a turning in the global cycle, because it's not just the UK, it's other countries which are trying to support their economy, but also premised on the fact that monetary policy, interest rates are going to be pretty steady, and regardless of the party that wins the general election, there's a concerted move to boost government investment, and that should have an effect on the economy. Perhaps not immediately, but certainly over a slightly longer period. And that's the reasoning for the forecast that I've given, which essentially shows, a bit of a pickup after continuing this kind of weakness in 2019 and beginning to see a turning point come 2020. Now, we are also asked about our Black Swan event, and I think I should probably say that is one thing that could throw off my forecast. Really, a couple of things. I mean, one is Brexit. That's been the uncertainty hanging over everything, and of course, that could throw off any predictions or extrapolations. That's not really a Black Swan event, because I think we know that. So my Black Swan event is that the US-China tensions really escalates into an economic Cold War. If that were to happen, then I think that would be hugely disruptive to an open economy like ours that trades a lot and depends a great deal on the health of the global economy. So those are my forecasts picking up into next year, and let's just watch not just Brexit, but also the US-China relationship.